Your lack of commitment is almost an insult to the people who believe in you, and that's what I'm trying to tell myself. I said, there's people who believe in me, so this is what I'm telling myself right now, today. There's people that believe in me, and me having this half commitment. It's not who the fuck I am. It's not what my people. It's not what the people who believe in me deserve. And I want to, I want to give back to the people who believe in me and give them that belief, and
What's good, Low-Key Squad? It's your boy Low. No one to cut you, dig what I'm saying? Come back and show another video. If you're new to the channel, you know what I'm saying? Please make sure to like, comment, and subscribe. Don't be dumb as hell. Click the bell. Turn on post notifications so you can get notified every single video. Hey man, today I'm just posted up. You know what I'm saying? Today I'm finna, talk about a little serious matter. I don't really know what direction I'm gonna go with this video. Well, I kind of do. I'm just saying, like, I don't really know what I'm gonna, actually talk about. Like, I'm kind of freestyling it. But pretty much, for the most part, I'm gonna be talking about my reflections of this past year, being 2021. And basically, like, all the hardships and how I've been feeling and, what I've been going through mentally throughout this year, and also how in ways I've kind of persevered through it. I felt very lost, very broken, and I'm just having a positive outlook going into 2022. But before we enter 2022, I want to just give a little reflection, a little flashback back into what happened in 2021. So if you're new to the channel, please make sure to like, comment, subscribe, and we're gonna get straight to it. Alright, so pretty much this year, 2021, has been a pretty straight year. For me, I feel like this year has been pretty neutral for the most part. I've been feeling pretty neutral for the most part through this year. I don't feel like it's the greatest year, but I don't feel like it's the worst year at the same time. There's certain aspects that were great. There's certain aspects that were, it's iffy. But either way, looking back at it, it was a good year. Now, originally, this year started off really bad. Matter of fact, let me just scratch it back to 2020. Even though we don't want to talk about that, 2020 was a horrible year. But it kind of leads into my thought process and how everything kind of transpired through 2021. Now, 2020, that was literally a horrible year. It was one of those years, kind of like 2019 for me. It was like I had the good and the bad. 2019, it was like half good and half bad, but I had the better half in 2019. 2020 was like, there were great moments, there were horrible moments, but I had more horrible moments. Like, my horrible moments overridden, whatever. But the horrible moments, they had override the good moments in 2021. Even to the point where, it just changed my perception of things, my perspective on people. It just was horrible, dog. I don't even know. Pretty much. So throughout 2020, I guess I'm gonna get, kind of personal with the way things happen. So 2020, it all started off kind of good. Well, 2019 ended off on a bad note to begin with, but 2020, it started off pretty straight. You know what I'm saying? Even when I was going on campus, off rip, I think first week of school, started talking to this one girl, we clicked immediately type shit. It wasn't even I was looking into it like that. It just, she was a chill person. She had a goofy type of personality, because you know how when you with the females and shit, you gotta kind of put up a little front, you gotta act all cool and suave and shit, just so they really fuck with you, you know what I mean? But this girl, she was a girl that I could just completely be myself and not be ashamed, and she literally matched my energy type shit. So it's I seen the potential, but I wasn't trying to think too into it, right? I was like, she chill and shit. And next thing you know, she worked at the mall, which the same mall I used to go to all the time and shit. So we really started seeing each other a lot, on campus, off campus. We had each other's number, we FaceTime, so everything was going good. And then one day she just randomly ghosted me. So I'm just the fuck? You know what I'm saying? She ghosted me for 2 weeks too. And it was crazy because around the time when she ghosted me, I kept seeing her like everywhere. Like I saw her on campus one time, like walking away from the office. I seen her at the mall too, like twice or 3 times too. And I'm pretty sure she saw me like 2 of those times. And I remember I kept asking my homeboys, I'm like, yo, like, you think I should text her? They're like, nah, bro. Like, if she really want to talk to you, she'll text you type shit. You know what I'm saying? If she don't text you, then that's just what it is, and you just gotta move on with it. So I was like, all right, yeah, you know, got a point. So I ain't text her. After the 2 weeks, she hit me up saying like, oh my God, like, I'm so sorry, I didn't mean to ghost you, blah, blah, blah. And she was just basically telling me how like she got accepted to like the Air Force and shit, which was like crazy. Like she dropped out of college, all of that shit. And I was like, damn, like that's crazy. And she was saying like she seen the potential with us, but you know, she don't know how long distance was gonna work because she had an experience with long distance. It didn't really work out too well. So I was like, I get it, you know what I'm saying? It's cool. You know, you do your thing, you know what I'm saying? As long as you pursuing your dreams, like, you know, I support it, I appreciate it type shit, right? And then, you know, we had a little combo, like in person type shit too, like after all that. And we was you know, we was discussing everything, and then she was just telling me how like she wouldn't mind, you know, like if we actually like started dating and shit. Cause like, mind you, bro, like she was gonna go into the Air Force, but that shit was like 8 months in advance type shit. So I'm like, okay, you know, we could see what happens. So you feel me? Like we started like kind of dating, if you would even call it that. We went on like 2 days, you know what I'm saying? Like made out a few times. And then one of the times, like I'm chilling with her in the park. Like, mind you, bro, like we already chilling, we cool and everything. And then like an hour into this shit, bro, like this girl's gonna tell me that like, oh yeah, like I hear from my friends, like I don't think that I'm ready for a relationship and all that. And I'm just like, what? Can you feel me? Because in the beginning, like I accepted the fact that it wasn't gonna be that. And then she decided to be like, yeah, let's give it a chance. And then right when my guard kind of went down, she talking about some, yeah, I don't even want to do this no more. So it's like, why you being weird to me? You feel me? But yeah, it's funny because that was just like a little story time right there, because you know, like the main basis of this video. But yeah, that was just kind of like how 2020, that was how 2020 like started type shit, right? And ever since then, it was kind of like a real trial of events. Like I could go into details, but I kind of don't want to. There was literally an event that happened every single month of 2020. And it was weird though. 2020 was like a really weird year that like broke me, because you know that shit happened in January. Well, the ghosting happened in January. We reconnected in February, and then that's when she broke it off also in February. But February I also messed with someone else. I started like dating someone else for like a good like 5 months, but toxic, you know, on and off. I don't know. It's crazy though, because I don't know, because these people might watch this video. Like honestly, I don't know who watched my YouTube videos at this point. Like I just post them. I'm not gonna drop no names and everything, so if you know the situation, you're gonna know what it is. If you don't, you don't. But yeah, that's pretty much how it went down. And then like, yeah, I was messing with like this toxic girl over the COVID shit was crazy, over quarantine. Yeah, it was some weird on and off shit we had going on. Like when I tell you, bro, I went out my way for this girl, bro. Like, oh my gosh, bro. Like this female just wanted to like run my pockets, if I'm gonna keep it a bean though. But you know what I'm saying? Like I did enjoy the moments that we had, because it wasn't like completely fake, but like, you know, there's some parts of it that just felt like it wasn't genuine. It felt like it's like she wanted something out of me, like, you know what I'm saying? It's like she wanted me, but she wanted something out of me more than what she wanted me, you know what I'm saying? So it was just weird. I broke that off around like August or some shit, and then August, like that's when shit really got tough, you know what I'm saying? Like I can't even name this event, but let's just say that like shit, like the most unexpected shit started happening to me. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like shit that I felt like that was my fault. Like friends like cutting me off of shit that they see from their perspective. Girls cutting me off, like people deleting my number, blocking me. Like I just started feeling like I just wasn't, like, you know what I'm saying? I felt like nobody gave a shit about me. You know what I'm saying? And like this whole time, while I'm going through all this shit, like I'm making all these YouTube videos, I'm making all these comedy videos and shit. But like, yeah, like this is really how I was feeling like behind the scenes and shit like that. Cause I know how to save face. I don't really like let out my emotions like that. And it was just crazy though, cause like 2020, like a lot of crazy fucked up shit happened, bro. Like it was crazy. Like, I cried in 2020. Like, I literally cried in 2020, bro. Like, bawled out, tears, all of that type of stuff. And it was crazy. So then that's kind of how it was. The end of 2020, December was like that weird year that just like, it started off good. Like, I was messing with somebody, and then like, you know, I'm not gonna get too into like the whole love life thing, because it's gonna be like a whole story time, to be honest. And I can make those as videos. Like, I'll do like story times of those specific events if you want it, you know, just let me know down in the comments below. But yeah, coming into 2021, it already started off rough. I'm gonna say the events of the December 2020 and beginning of January 2021, it were certain events, especially prior to all the built up shit that happened throughout 2020, it kind of changed my perception of love. Like, weirdly enough, through 2021, like 2019, 2020, and even 2018, I would pursue girls like crazy. Like, not like, cause I ain't gonna lie, like social media is social media, but I'm talking about like real life. Like, I'm spitting game, I'm doing all that, like I'm pulling females. But I didn't have the urge to really do that in 2021, you know what I'm saying? And it was like every time when a girl would say like a certain phrase or something, it just threw me off, you know? Like, I would just be like, yeah, I know she's not shit. Yeah, I know it's not going anywhere. So I had this weird tendency of like falling back on people. And yeah, that's what happened. It's kind of like the love life portion of this story, but pretty much throughout it all, I kept trying to do YouTube. It was really hard feeling like, you know, no one was like really like supporting me. No one was really, you know, like people, like the engagement and everything in my videos, it did happen gradually over time. But this whole time, you know what I'm saying, people weren't really hitting me up telling me like they liked my videos. It's like maybe they'll like the post that I made. Maybe they liked the video, but they didn't comment on the video. So I didn't really know like who was actually watching my video, who's actually rocking with me and shit. And then there were a couple friends I met, you know, like, well, not met, like, you know, we reconnected in 2021. And, you know, they would tell me like they saw like a certain video. I'd be like, oh damn, like, you watched it or whatever. Because, you know, like I said, bro, like, you're not commenting on my videos. You're not even texting my phone to tell me that. So it's like, I didn't know you were watching my videos. But I appreciate the support. I appreciate the support for everyone, and I still support all my brothers and sisters, you know, just the same exact way as well too. And throughout 2021, I just felt like through 2020 through 2021, I felt like a lot of bad things happened with this this misleading perception of like from other people, you know what I'm saying? Like, people would assume one thing was one way when it really wasn't that way, and all they could have really done was honestly like confront the person and, you know, just tell them personally like what was the problem, you know? Like, communication it's really key nowadays. And that's what I meant too. Like, around those times when I was getting like cut off by people and stuff, it was like I never really knew like what I did, or I never knew what slight thing I did, like, you know, that really like affected people so dearly. Now, certain events that did happen through 2020 did make me have like reflections on like, damn, like I need to be like more mindful of shit, because it's like, you know, little things you say and little things you do or don't do can affect somebody like personally. And a lot of times people, they have the tendency to like build the shit up. Like, they don't tell you anything, but the whole time they're keeping mental notes, and that shit is building up. And then just that one day that you do something extremely petty, or maybe you just kind of like argue with them, like all that shit comes out the light. And it was just weird, because through 2021, I kept having this mindset like, bro, like, everyone's fake, bro. Like, you know what I'm saying? It's like, yeah, I'm cool with people, but the moment something goes left, like, they're gonna switch up completely. And it was weird, because like that became my mentality. I had a negative mentality. I didn't really want to like talk to anybody. I didn't want to reach out to no one. Like, all I want to do is just focus on myself, because at the end of the day, it's like, who's gonna help me if I don't help myself, you know? And that was kind of like how I was feeling for the most part. And it was tough. Like, I felt like I barely had people in my corner. Not like I didn't have no one, but like throughout 2021, I felt like I really had like maybe 3 main friends that like hit me up. Like, I know like I might look like I have fun and stuff on social media, but, you know, like deep down, like, you know, like it's just me at the end of the day. I just do what I could do. And I'm really like a positive person. Like, despite all the negative things that happened, you know, me getting called out my name, blocked, you know what I'm saying? Like people delete my number, all that kind of stuff. It's like I don't have no hate for anyone, you know what I'm saying? It's like the thing about 2020 to 2021, all the times that I got cut off or people talk shit behind my back, I never called none of these people out their names, and it was just weird. It was just their perception of a certain situation just made them, you know, retaliate a certain way, and it was just weird, and it was weird because like it wasn't just a specific party. It was like multiple people for multiple different scenarios or something. So I had to be mindful, and I kind of knew like it would have been best for me to connect and reach out to people, but I just felt like I was so broken at the time that it was hard to even do that. Because sometimes, like, you know, maybe you don't talk to someone for a while and you want to reconnect, but you're like, damn, like, this person even mess with me? Like, I didn't talk to them for a while. Like, are they still like cool with me? Like, I don't even know. Like, of course you think they are, but you never know what they're thinking, like low key, because you'll reflect on your actions and you'll be like, yo, like, I was kind of messed up for this. And pretty much throughout YouTube, because my bad, I'm this deep in the video and I'm talking about like relationship life and shit. But pretty much throughout all those struggles, I started to notice that you know, through 2021, my relations with people it was kind of iffy. Like there were good moments and there were bad moments. And at first, my outlook of 2021 was that it was a bad year. Like it was neutral. I say neutral because not much happened. It wasn't like a horrible year, but nothing really like worked in my favor entirely. But I started looking at things from a different perception and thinking like, yeah, like a lot of things have happened. You know, I started journaling more. I decided to, because I've seen like a few like, you know, self-help videos and stuff. So I actually took the time, I don't have it with me right now, but I took the time to write down like all the little things, like minor or major, good or bad, that happened throughout, you know, certain months within 2021. And it made me really reflect, like, you know, like, and after I would do that, under it, I would write like a word or like a phrase or two words that describes what that month like meant, like what was the significance of that month. And it made me see things in a different light. I started feeling more positive, and it kind of made me want to grind more. I even look back at like even the accomplishments I made on YouTube, the accomplishments I made with, you know, like going places, doing certain things, working out, like hanging out with friends again, reconnecting with people. And, you know, everything wasn't completely horrible, you know? And I started feeling a little more positive. I started seeing that I actually have done fun events and, you know, dealt with, you know, people and stuff. I do want to be back on good terms with everyone, because I just feel like, just for lack of, you know, just for being distant, that, you know, maybe some people think I might not mess with them, but that's not the thing. Because like, honestly, if you talk to me, like, I'm down to hang out with anyone any day. Like, I'm like, I get busy, but like, you know what I'm saying, I'm not busy like every day of the week, you know what I'm saying. I can make time for people, you know, obviously. But for 2021, it was a year where it wasn't completely negative, but sometimes you have to look at things in a different light. You have to see things from a different lens. You can't be one-sided when you look at a situation, you know what I mean? And sometimes everything does kind of happen for a reason, you know what I'm saying? Like, for example, you have to see things from a different perception in a way. Like, say you're trying to pursue girls, right? And you're not getting, you know, the girls that you want, and you feel like nobody wants you, right? Now you're having negative thoughts and you feeling like, oh, like I don't amount to nothing. But when you look at it from a different perception, you could look at it as, these girls don't want you. It's not even that they don't want you, but you need to work on yourself. There's different areas of yourself that you may or may not feel insecure about, and you need to work on that. You don't even have to worry about these females, but because they're not focusing on you, or you see it that way, you have all the time to focus on yourself, to improve yourself, to, you know, improve your hygiene, your mental health, your physical strength, you know what I'm saying, your lifestyle. So you don't really have to think too much on that. And that goes the same for anything. Like, any bad situation, you have to see it from a different perspective. It's when you look at it like that, and I started thinking about that. I seen a video, I forgot where exactly I saw the source from. When you look at it like that, there's literally no such thing as a bad situation. You can actually see a good light in every bad situation. You know what I'm saying? Like, say like you're in your car shuts down. Now you know next time you need to, you need to fill up your tank. You need to, check your car more. Like, things happen for a reason. So it's like, don't really trip over things too much or for too long. You know what I mean? So on that note, I'm saying that I'm actually grateful and blessed for 2021. Everything may not have happened in my favor. A lot of great, wonderful things. I'm talking about wonderful experiences that happened through 2021. A lot of, bad things happened as well. Good things. Like, I just really hope everything can fall back into place for 2022. And anything that I lacked on or came off the wrong way about through 2021, hopefully I can make that up in 2022. 2022, I have a more positive outlook of how this year is going to go, especially with YouTube. And my bad, I've gone so long into this video without even really explaining the whole YouTube side of things. But even with YouTube, there was always this lack of consistency, not making enough videos, not being consistent, everything. And the whole reason why that happened was, there was lack of motivation, all the bad things happening. It was kind of like I didn't want to make videos, but I see things a little differently. Sometimes it's also storage. Storage can also be the problem. That was the main problem, like, because sometimes I make videos but I just can't push them out because of storage. They don't process, they don't go into my phone, or I can't even edit it on the apps I try to edit on. But pretty much that's what it is. And I share light of this video to know that even when you're going through a tough time, you can overcome it. You know what I mean? Like, even within all those things that happened, I'm not really tripping over anything in the past anymore. Like, anything that's happened, anyone who's ever talked shit or whatever, it's whatever. You know what I'm saying? It's like what's that saying? Something under the bridge. It's under the bridge. I don't know. Whatever that saying is, but yeah, it's like I'm not tripping over it anymore. I'm moving on. I'm gonna try to make more content. 2022, the content is here. Next level. I'm not gonna lie, I know I've said this many times before, and I know people probably think I'm not serious. I'm not making no promises on anything, but I'm just saying, like, right now, I've been making videos. I've been making videos for real. I have new ideas. I think I actually have a cameraman, like I found a person who's sort of down to make videos. So probably at the recording of this video, starting every week, I'm gonna try to make videos with this person like 2 times a week, because I literally have a notepad full of ideas, and we're just gonna try to make that shit work. And pretty much, yeah. So that's where I'm gonna shed light in 2021. I hope blessings for everyone going into 2022. I hope anyone going through a rough time, they get through it, you know what I'm saying? Just stay to yourself, pray, be with friends. Honestly, be with friends. A lot of times you could be stressed out. Honestly, reach out to your friends. Even if y'all had beef or whatever, like, try to reach out to them, fix that beef, just really try to reconnect with people. Because I know even when I was going through rough times and I didn't feel like talking to anyone, like, certain friends, they were reaching out to me. They invited me to shit that just took my mind off everything. So, like, when you're with friends, when you're with people you're comfortable with, like, everything is it just disappears. And you know what I'm saying? Like, that's a great feeling. So I just shed light on that. Happy New Year's, everyone. I hope you guys are having a great time, a great day. If you made it to the end of the video, for the 5% of you who made it to the end of the video, I appreciate you guys. I just hope everything can work in your favor going into the following year. And yeah, 2022 is gonna be a year. I have a great feeling into 2022. I don't know what it is, because 2019, December 2019 ended off on bad terms. December 2020 ended off on bad terms, but this year is ending off on a good note. We have at the recording this video, I have 2 days until New Year's. I'm probably gonna post this on New Year's Eve. And we're just gonna see how it goes, you know what I'm saying? So if you made it this far into the video, I appreciate you guys. Subscribe to the channel, subscribe to Low Key Squad, And we gonna run up the banger, you dig? Low-key. And we out.
Now your smile is passing. Pass for long, now your smiler backing. Cast a smile, now your smile receiving.
Ask me if you were someone I should've messed with. To be honest, I don't even know. I just go with the flow, keeping up my hopes. Don't regret what I did.